We're going out to Carol. Says I don't actually send her greetings all the time on this show. I hope you love that one. It's gonna be an R&B affair right now, man. And in studios, of course, is the one and only Richy. Good afternoon, Richy.
Good afternoon.
Come on, he's also behind the scenes, man. I've got a producer. That's what happens when you do a good job, man. I got the team up in here. Kama is my producer today. I got Abstract African on the video coverage. Now we're going international. In case you missed out on this show, you better tell your relatives now. You can be able to check it out on YouTube. Abstract African right here. There are cameras here. Dennis, the manager, is up in here. This is a game changer on radio, man. This is something.
I had to come up with my team too.
Yeah. You talk about your team as well.
Well, my team is Team Konnector.
Yeah.
And we got the Tenga, the Met.
Yeah.
And we got Mr. Dennis Katongole.
Oh yeah.
And we got Eki.
Yeah.
And you got Richy.
Oh yeah, we got Eki. Yeah, she's gonna be on the lineup as well.
And yeah, and we also have a fella. We also have a fella called Ronald Mayanja.
Yeah. Ronald Mayanja.
Yeah. Mayanja.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? Yeah, man. He helps out with the PR and all that stuff. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens when you listen to a voice like this? I mean, it's not that I
was
to
in the
take your
studio when
shine.
that album was being made, man.
Oh, for real?
I was in the studio when that album was being made. Actually, 5 of the songs of the album was being made, and I was there.
Yeah.
And he was the very first person that told me, man, you sound like John Legend. I'm like, wow. I just
for
like
real?
the music generally, yeah. It was the first time that I heard that from him.
Well.
And I listened to John Legend by that time, but not really taking into consideration that I sounded like him.
Yeah.
Until a few days, and I'm listening, I'm like, wow.
Maybe I just sound like the guy.
Maybe, man. I haven't yet really been convinced that I do. But yeah, man. To be told something like that.
Who's this lady who did Maria Salome? I think you sound like her. What's her name? The T-shirt lady, the one who did Maria Salome.
Saida Karoli.
Saida Karoli, yeah. I think you're more like it's a cross between Saida Karoli and what's this Mara's Kerry Hilson? What's her name?
Dude, you lucky I don't know anybody who works in radio that is really great.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Richy, and who's going to be reviewing, of course, his album up in here. 5 to the 5 o'clock. Good afternoon. And let's make some money. We'll be back. Keep it locked. So in your mind, you know, you two, how did you two team up? You know, you and Atlas. Who approached the other?
I went to Atlas.
Yeah.
I approached him. I always wanted to work with him, man. I just think that he's really genius with his lyrics and stuff.
Oh yeah.
When you listen to most of his stuff, it's really cool with him. And I reached out to him because I really wanted to have a song with a different rapper apart from hop. And yeah.
Of all rappers, you chose Atlas.
Dude, how many rappers are there? Right now, at that time,
I like this part.
we were in like 20. That was 2010. 2010.
Yeah.
2010. Atlas was hot. Navio was hot. Play was hot, but on the down low.
Yeah.
And who else? Myth was hot.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But he had this thing going on with Tikita, and he wanted it to take a little time.
Yeah.
For it to push his old material by that time. Enigma wasn't there by that time.
Yeah.
I think Enigma wasn't there.
Yeah. That was Mackenzie as well.
There was Mackenzie. Mackenzie was
a rapper.
Mackenzie was a rapper.
Let's talk about rappers anyway. We're talking about rappers, yeah.
I just think Mackenzie is one of those guys that did it for fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Back to the point, dance. What title of the song? Dance.
Yeah. Will You Dance was the song that we actually before how it all came up.
Yeah.
Trying to get up. We were in Crystal Clear. We were trying to do I remember rehearsing for one of Lillian's live shows that I was supposed to feature, and we just needed a track that was lively, you know, and all that.
Yeah.
And I was like, tell me what would happen if we started jamming through the night.
Yeah.
And one of my boys turned it into reggae. At first it was all funk and hip hop kind of thing going on. And then my boy's like, nah man, let's change it to a reggae track flow. Yeah. And it's the way we did it, and it came off nice, and I was like, wow, I love this. And when by that time I was still with Talent Africa, then Ali was like, dude man, we should record that track. And I'm like, yeah, most definitely. And he's like, man, don't you think we should get a rapper on? I'm like, yeah. What rapper, man? I already did something with Navio. Yeah. We hit the Atlas up, and it happened. That's what happened.
You know, it's so amazing. You know that you know, this diversity thing, when you actually realize that a sound, you know, from that pop dance thing to reggae.
Yeah.
Who came up? Who was that idea?
Basically me, because of the influence from my brothers. My brothers do raga and reggae.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
you come from a musical family, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of like I wanted to do something, but in between. They didn't just throw me into I'm a reggae artist. They just wanted to do something in between. So your dance was close to that.
All right, that's what it is, of course. Coming up through the show, we'll be getting to know, of course, who exactly Richy is. That's how it is, of course, in the studios, as we, of course, review that album, My Words. Coming up, of course, at 5 o'clock, across borders all the way to Niger right now, with some Dibans, of course, a bachelor ending this hour. Good afternoon.